Distressing jeans is kind of like practicing chaos, but in a controlled way. The goal is to make them look effortlessly worn, as if you've lived 100 adventurous days in them, without ruining the fabric entirely, a delicate balance. Start with picking the right pair of jeans. Light or medium wash works best since darker denim doesn't carry that natural worn-out vibe as convincingly. Avoid jeggings or stretchy blends. Trust me, they won't distress properly and might unravel into a nightmare. Position is everything. You're not distressing the whole jean here. Focus on areas that naturally see wear: thighs, knees, and back pockets. Nobody accidentally wears out the calves. Stay realistic to pull off that authentic organic look. Here's the toolkit you'll need: a pair of sharp scissors, a cheese grater, yes, from your kitchen, tweezers, sandpaper, and a marker. Oh, and super important, old newspaper to avoid turning your workspace into a denim dust bonanza. Step 1 is marking your distress zones. Make small dots with a marker where you want the rips, frays, and abrasions. Small rectangles work well for a knee blowout. This adds some structure so the tear doesn't take over later. Next, grab your scissors and carefully cut slits along the lines. Pro tip: keep these slits small at first. Denim stretches more than you realize over time, and you can always go bigger, but you can't uncut. This is where the cheese grater or sandpaper comes in. Rub them over the edges of your cuts to fray them out and give them that lived-in look. It's weirdly satisfying. Pain point: the denim dust can go everywhere, so work over newspaper. Use tweezers to tug out the vertical threads from your cuts. Leave the horizontal threads intact to create that classic distressed weave. This part takes patience. Play a podcast while you do this. Trust me, it's worth it. If you're worried about going too far, start subtle. A couple of slits and abrasions on the first try, wear them for a bit, then decide if you want to go bolder. Less is more until you're sure. Want that iconic knee blowout? Cut a larger rectangle, but keep a few threads across the middle intact with tweezers. These threads will fray nicely over time, especially if you're kneeling a lot. Wash the jeans after distressing. Not only does this clean them up, but it also softens the edges of your work, making them look less choppy and more naturally worn. It's like aging them overnight. Pro tip: hand wash distressed jeans whenever possible to keep them from unraveling further in the machine. If you can't resist the washer, turn them inside out and use a garment bag to minimize damage. It'll save their lifespan. Done right, distressed jeans can tell a story. People will assume you've climbed fences, chased sunsets, or lived ruggedly cool somewhere in Portland, even if your wildest adventure was distressing them while binge-watching Netflix. Go create your masterpiece.